Welcome to the Investment Process Channel. I am C3 Christopher Campbell. This is a channel where we teach people how to create generational wealth through trading. Let's get into week 48 of the trading year. Coming close to the end of the year, we're going to go over, again, S&P, do some gold, do some silver. Let's get into week 48 trading plan, S&P 500, gold, and silver. Okay, here's our trading plan for last week. Things worked out really well. Let me hide. Okay, this S&P 500 had I think it was a rough start on the early in the week and a finish strong at the end of the week. As we see, we didn't quite make it down to our target imbalance down here. We got support. Let's see why. Boom. Here's a clear indication. So on our weekly, we had support right here. Kind of answer my own question. I was going to go to my mentor and ask why I did not quite see the price should be turning around. And it's clear as day here that once it hit this support, that it probably was going to be turning around, and it did last week. So, excuse me, 2 weeks ago. So last week should have been pushing back up. So it's clear now. So let's do the trading plan for this upcoming week. Okay, our trading plan for this upcoming week for S&P 500, week 48. So overall, again, the month is still super bullish. Broke that new high, had a little pullback. That's where we are right now, where price retraced down into that imbalance that we saw on the weekly, that it cleaned up 2 weeks ago, then it took back off. We're looking to try to break this high here. And if we break that high, let me do it like this. I had it up before. Use this here again. Without, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and may or may not use the Fibonacci. But without that, just take this here, touch it on top. We're probably looking, if price breaks this high, hold on. There we go. Kind of a little bit hard to see. Looking for price to come. At least midway. And then all the way up here. So, I guess, so if I want to play it safe, I can say it's the open of that candle there. Again, I just move this to like halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, yeah. So yeah, we'll be looking at price coming to 61.60 and then pull back and then continue on to 63.35. Let's look, since again we had a bullish week last week. What is that looking like as far as, we can delete that now. Delete. Okay. What does that look like as far as, okay. So it's been creating right side ranges. If we look back, we still had imbalance here on the daily, but we saw on the weekly that imbalance has been pretty much cleared up, right? So the highly likelihood that it would revisit this area is kind of low. So the likelihood is low. The likelihood is that price is going to continue up and break this high. We see there's support here at 58.77. Price came right back to this area right here to clean up all of these previous two bullish candles imbalances. So what are we looking for here? Price has a new range here. And again, we're going to make this orange for a daily ranges. That's about right. With that being said, we want price to break. What is this? 60.10 to continue up. And we need a nice 4-hour close above 60.10 for me to look at potentially price pulling back and continuing up. So I need a nice, good 4-hour close above that. That doji right there. 60.10, yep. Otherwise, we can look for price to come all the way back and probably get support here. Right now, and if I pull out our Fibonacci, prices at a premium, wouldn't be taking any buys right now. We are looking to take buys at this point. Again, price is showing bullish. We had a pullback and for a retracement to come clean up this imbalance, and we saw on the weekly that where this came to is pretty much where the imbalance got cleaned up on the weekly, right? Came right back into it, touched, went a little bit deeper, almost made it to the open of this previous candle 2 weeks ago, right? So we see it clean that up. So on the daily, we want to see, again, nice 4-hour close above there. If we get a daily close above here, we know for sure. I'm looking to get another 4-hour close above 60.10. At that point, again, and this is the whole point. We want to see price go above 60.10. Want to see a pullback before it takes off. The end of the month, Thanksgiving's coming up this upcoming week. So understand Thanksgiving is coming up this week. A lot of people may not be in the market. Volumes may be low. So just be aware of that and pay attention. Will price do what it's going to do? Absolutely. It's going to come back and do, follow the waves and fill up those gaps, right? Excuse me, not gaps, but imbalances or, consolidate, being, continuing an expansion or not, right? So just be aware of that. Right now, I wouldn't be taking any positions. I'll be honest with you. Looking at this week may be quiet unless Monday closes above 60.10. If Monday closes above 60.10, I would look for a pullback and then to get a position, to get a buy position, because then at that point we'll have a new high, and at that point we can see where price will be at a discount and try to get a position in a discounted area. So that's where I am for S&P 500 for week 48. Let's go over here to gold. Look at gold. Look at gold. So we saw price come right back here, take out that first imbalance that we had pointed out, and then it just kept going on the daily. took out that second high, came all the way back. We got a candle with no wick here and a very little wick at the bottom, but almost reached 27.25. So this is a daily. We got a candle down here with no wick, and again we have a couple candles with imbalance left from gold taking off. Yeah, let's find our plan for week 48. It didn't even make it down to our support down here. So our weekly support. Okay, let's clean this up and do our trading plan. Okay, so gold overall is bearish, even though we had that bullish week last week. As you can see, we're left with a hammer, which means buyers are still in control. Even though it came back on the monthly, it cleaned up this imbalance here, cleaned up the previous month's imbalance, and now more than likely it's going to continue up. We're looking for it to break this high here, 27.47. Once it does that, more than likely price will continue up. By this being almost the last week of the trading month, will this candle flip? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's possible. I don't know that in the past anything has happened like that. Let's take a look real quick. You know, I typically don't see candles with super long wicks where there's one couple inverted hammers for the month. Who knows? Who knows? Got an imbalance here. Okay, let's look at the weekly. Okay. Looking at this weekly, we have a candle with, geez. The open was 25.67. The low was 25.67.13. That's a candle with no wick. Wow. Where did it close at? 27.16.33. High is 27.16.40. Yeah, you got a candle with no wick on both sides. It's highly aggressive. It's a highly aggressive candle. Just took off. So this is where I am. Let's go for our daily range. It's our daily range roughly. I would be looking for price to try to at least touch 27.43. It may or may not. Let me go on a 4-hour. Cleaned up this imbalance, came back and tried to reach out. Yeah, at this point, if you don't have a position open already and you've been hanging on to us since last week, I would be patient. Let price pull back before taking another long position, a buy position. I'm looking for price to close above, at least on the 4-hour again. I want to close above 27.43. We're already into this candle here with the to clean up this imbalance on this bearish candle here on November 6th. With that being said, in my mind and looking at the candle, a monthly candle's bearish, very aggressive. bullish candle, but not an engulfing candle. It looks like it, came back, attempted to clean up the imbalance. So very aggressive candle. My thoughts are specifically to kind of wait. If you're not already in the position, I will wait for price to pull back. You got a couple areas here. 1, 2, definitely one here, and one all the way down here. Yeah, quite a few imbalances on the daily for price to pull back into. Or it can just take off and keep going. Again, in order for me to think it's going to take off and keep going, in order for me to think price is going to take off and keep going, we would definitely need to close above 27.43. 27.43. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to close. I don't know. 1, 2, 6. Yeah. Yeah, 27.43. Need a nice, strong daily candle close above 27.43. I would be looking at that point. I'll be looking for a pullback in order for it to take off, and then reach this high, and would have to close above there for me to think gold is continue up. Right now, I'll be looking for gold to come back into this area here and get some buys. Once it reaches, about 25.75. Actually, I mean, you can get buys before that. But anywhere you're looking to get long, it would be below 26.44. We want price at a discount at this point. We don't want to try to, get a position up here. Again, if we can get position all the way down here, 25.84, that would be great. That would be great. That would be great. But that's where we are right now. We're gold. We're week 48. We're looking for price to come back into a discount so that we can get a nice position from there. Again, we got one imbalance, one big imbalance, and I would say this one and this one. We got at least two price needs to come back to before continuing up. 25. Then one more over here. Six. All right. Yeah, we got these two areas where price will pull back to. And again, even looking at this, that's close to price being at a discount. Yeah, let's pull the Fibonacci back out. And again, we would still want price to be 26.43. However, look for confirmation. Look for a nice 4-hour bearish and then bullish candle. That's a good indication of, especially since we're going off the daily, it's a pretty good indication that momentum is probably changing and going back to a bullish movement. Again, I would be patient, especially again, this is close to the end of the month. You got a bearish monthly candle. The likelihood that it's going to flip, it's low. Just be cautious and be patient. Actually, that's what. Be patient. Let price come back to you. Don't just hop in. If you see a break here, and you just want to jump on a bandwagon, the the guy the computer algorithms will come see you. They will come see you. So just be patient. Wait for price to come to you. If you're not already in a position, this is for people who are not already in a position. If you're in a position, um, I would definitely be taking uh, some winnings. If you didn't already take your 80% here because you're waiting for it to run out, I would definitely be taking some winnings right now. I would have took winnings here, especially there. My next TP would be up here, 2744. Those would be my two TPs. So there we are. Gold for week 48. Let's go over to here to silver. So it looks like overall price has not reached our goal of 28.86. Looks like we had a little pullback on a daily. A candle with the wick. It re-challenged this high. Looked like we had a close above. Probably looking for a pullback, maybe for it to continue up, clean up this imbalance, maybe. Let's take a look at our plan and see how we can plan for silver for this week. Okay, here we are for silver for the week. Plan week 48. Monthly is bearish. You have a nice breaker structure here. Looks like re-challenged this high. Probably came back up to clean up some imbalance because the way it took off. Yep, here we go. We have a weekly candle here. Little to no wick on a weekly. Had to clean up this imbalance, dropped all the way down. Looked like it was reaching for this imbalance here. We have here an aggressive candle, no wick. Likelihood is going to continue down. Nice coverage. Here, maybe, what is this, weekly? Might have some imbalance to clean up here. Nope. Yep. Might hit this imbalance here. Clean that up and then continue down. That's what I would be looking at for silver. Let's go ahead and get this range here. Price is moving. I like to move it. Move it. I have to move. I don't see it. Let me see. I don't see price coming all the way back up to here. This is on a weekly. So let me do this. This is my weekly. Let's just delete this. To our plan. Looking for price to retest this area here next week. Let's go here to the daily. Get our range. Yeah, I would still say our range is from here to here. I like to move it. Did this right. It's probably the same. Same thing. Let's look at the weekly. Okay, yeah, it covered right up to the imbalance. So I would say on a weekly, that this higher imbalance that is showing, I would say price is probably not going to go back to that area because on our daily is showing that it's already taking care of it. Already taking care of it. Came back up here to clean it up, and then came dropped down, came up, and continued down. Okay, this here it's probably done with. So I would be looking for, this month is bearish, yeah. We're looking for sales. We'll definitely look for price. Look for sales at price around 32, 30, 38, 7. Look for a 4-hour confirmation. Either price is going to close above here and continue up to clean this up. And again, it looks like it's a low likelihood that it's going to continue up. Looking at the weekly chart, looking at the weekly chart, this imbalance up to here, I think it's a high likelihood that price will come back and clean this up and then continue down. With that piece of imbalance right here, price has already come to this area. We see it did a retracement and may continue up, or we're looking for price to come down here to 30.25. It'll close below that and continue down, clean up this imbalance down here on a daily. Let me put a line here. This is our next target goal. If it closes below, if we get a close below 30.22, our next target will be 28.86. I don't know that we'll get there this week. Again, it's Thanksgiving in America, so the trading may be a little low on volume, but price is going to do what it's going to do. That's what I would be looking for as far as go. I would be looking to get some sales in 32, 38 around this area here, and watch it and watch at least for it to go back down here to 30.26. 30.26. So that's our trading plan for week 28. I will go over. I am with a I'm joining up with a paid account trading plan. I wanted to see how they function, and because there's been people asking me about it, and I've been kind of curious myself. I've never done one myself. That's why I tried to get into the Leap. However, the Leap, again, the constraints there were kind of like outside of how I trade. I'm a scalper and day trader. With theirs, probably looking at holding a position several days. So if I hold a position overnight, it's because I'm in a real good position. A real good position. So to that point, the Leap challenge just really wasn't in line with me. I'm doing halfway decent at it. I realized that it just wasn't for me. So anyway, I want to get some information on these paid accounts and how you pass evaluation, and then what happens after that, what it looks like. So I want to get that on my I want to get that on the channel so that you guys can have some information on that. I'm learning a lot. Journal, everybody, journal. How you journal, having multiple accounts for these paid accounts, just so you don't blow your wad all in one place. I'm learning several things, and I'll go over those things as far as some content goes. But yeah, let's get out there and do it. I'll have some updates as far as a passing eval, what it looks like, and so forth and so on. As I'm doing it, you will be on my journey. You'll be on my journey. So have a great trading week, and have a great Thanksgiving if that's what you're doing this week. For all my Native Americans, celebrate this week how you would celebrate every week. Celebrate life. Great trading week. Thank you for watching the Investment Process channel. I'm Christopher Campbell, C3. on the channel where we teach people how to create generational wealth through trading.